Welcome to Strategy Battle Gamers to another GBHL YouTube channel video. You're here with your channel host, GBHL James.
And GBHL Jamie. And it's the Heroic Monsters of Moria.
That's right, we're going to be looking at some of the big bad beasties that make up part of the Moria and Angmar source book. We are just going to be looking at the Heroic Monsters because, as Jamie rightly said, there's a lot of special rules on these bad boys. A lot of special rules. Make sure that you've obviously watched our Heroes of Moria first of all, and we hope you enjoyed that, and we hope you enjoy this one. And it's only apt that we start off with the big bad boy from that first movie.
The biggest baddie.
The biggest baddie.
Balrog.
Balrog.
And Smaug.
And, oh yes.
And the Necromancer.
Yeah, that's later in there.
Yeah.
Maybe he should be bigger and badder. I think we'll come on to that when we talk about his profile. It's the one and only Balrog. That's right, we've got the Balrog to talk about first of all. Now, he's classed as spirit, as well as a monster.
Banish, banish, banish. Banish, banish, banish.
But being a monster as well also means that he does benefit from all the new brutal power attacks.
Power attacks, yeah.
Okay, now he is very, very expensive. He's very expensive. What can we liken him to?
A Balrog.
He's a Balrog cost. Make sure that you get the Moria and Angmar source book. He's very expensive. He'd fit in well at a 400-point tournament. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about his stat line.
Well, first of all, let's say he can lead troops.
Oh, he can lead troops.
Yeah. So
he's not an independent hero. He can lead troops. That's really cool. Now he moves 6 inches. He's fight value 10.
With a 3+ shoot value.
With a 3+ shoot value. Very interesting. He's strength 9, defense 9. He's got 4 attacks. He's got 10 wounds. Courage 7. Sounds nasty, doesn't it?
That bit of the profile does.
It sounds very, very nasty. He's got 0 might, he's got 10 will, and he's got 0 fate. Now what does that mean? What screams out to you immediately?
No might, he sucks.
No might. No might is pretty poor when you're paying that many points for something. Yeah. And for as, you know, maleficent as he's meant to be, you know. Malevolent, sorry. Maleficent. Maleficent's a character in Sleeping Beauty. Now, he does have some war gear. He's got his Fiery Lash. Yeah. The Balrog's Flaming Whip counts as a throwing weapon with a range of 6 inches and a strength of 7.
Ooh, that's pretty decent.
It's pretty good.
Cheeky wound on the way in.
Cheeky wound on the way in. Strength 7. Yeah, so you're going to be calling some of those heroes with, you know, heavy armor shield.
5.
Ooh, nasty stuff.
But he got no might to boost it, so.
Now, he does have the special rules resistant to magic, which of course means that he can always roll. Oh yeah,
even when he's at a will, he's always got 1 to resist.
He's always got 1 to resist. Yeah. And he causes terror as well, as you would expect. Now he's Ancient Evil, what does that mean? It's
the Harbinger of Evil, and it's an 18-inch range, so -1 to your opponent's courage within 18 inches of him.
Yeah, so it's obviously trying to protect him from being charged by things.
Okay.
So, Balrog.
Not worth it.
Not worth the points.
Not worth the points. By a long shot.
Yep. So if you get 400 points of normal armies up against him, they will probably beat him.
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
Probably.
How do you take care of a Balrog?
Which is heroic move.
Heroic move.
Heroic move. Heroic strike. If you've got a wizard, you'll eventually run out, and he'll get transfixed and mobbed. It's a pain to play against one, just because they're so damn hard to kill. Yeah. But the lack of might really is their downfall.
And if you were gonna point him or you were gonna remight him, what would you give him instead? Based on, I mean,
I couldn't think of something now, but he's got to be akin to Smaug, hasn't he? Like, he's the Balrog. Yeah,
he is the Balrog as well in this. Even his description, the Balrog is a mighty creature of great age and power, a monster of rare and horrific kind, and maybe he deserves to be a little bit scarier than what he is. Yeah. A little bit scarier than what he is. Do we see these dotting around on someone? I think it's a lovely model.
They turn up as sort of a fun list.
Yeah.
Like you take the Balrog for fun, or if you're playing 1,000 points tournaments, you need to fill up the points.
Yeah. No, he's a nice model.
He is, yeah.
A very nice model that's just kind of done over by the fact that he
too expensive.
Yeah, too expensive. So we reckon that you could probably afford to shave 100 points off him or something.
Too arrogant. Could be half his points and still wouldn't be worth it.
200 points. The same as Beowulf or Treebeard.
Yeah.
Better than Treebeard, surely.
Treebeard just throw stones at him all day.
So Jamie's not a fan of the Balrog, and a lot. It's something that comes up on the forums quite a lot, isn't it? That, you know, people are disappointed by his profile. And then there's one that we do actually see dotting about a little bit.
Yeah.
And that is Not Smaug. Not Smaug.
Dragon.
Dragon!
Dragon! Yeah, good old dragon. So, he is... Who's he akin to?
He's 250 points.
Yeah, let's just say 250 points. He is fight 7 with a 2+ shoot value. He's strength 7, defense 7, 4 attacks, 7 wounds, courage 4, 3 might, 3 will, 3 fate.
Oh, he's got 3s in the right places.
He has. Oh, he's got a 4 in the right places.
And he's got a 7. 4 and 7. Wow.
4s and 7s in the right places.
Woo!
He is resistant to magic and causes terror. And he has the Harbinger of Evil, so -1 within 12 inches. He's got Draconic Charge. If a dragon charges into combat, it will knock enemy models to the ground in the same way as if a monstrous mount wins the fight.
That's very handy.
It is indeed. Survival Instinct, though. Each time a dragon is wounded, it must take a courage test. If failed, he flees. The model is removed and counts as a casualty.
Now he's courage 4.
He is courage 4.
He's courage 4, so I'm guessing that is one of his big weaknesses.
Yes, it is. I've quite often seen dragons run away on like a very low courage roll once their will's gone.
Yeah, I was going to say, even with 3 will, it's not really enough to guarantee that from happening.
Now you can sort of add upgrades to your dragon to flavour him to how you want him to be. So we've got Breathe Fire. Each of these costs 50 points. Each time a dragon breathes fire, it expends a point of will. Treat the dragon's fiery breath as a bow with a range of 12 inches. If the shot hits the target, and any model, good or evil, within 2 inches suffer a strength 10 hits. Fate rolls may be taken as normal. Any model that suffers a wound from the dragon's breath is automatically slain.
Oh dear.
Hello Smaug, without your fate, die!
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's how you kill Smaug.
That's how you kill Smaug.
Dragon's fire.
Dragon's fire. Kill him with a dragon.
Fight fire with fire, literally.
That's gonna be one hell of a heroic move off.
Yeah, a heroic shoot.
Yeah, or heroic shoot.
But
Yeah.
he's got the fate to stop it though.
True.
So you can give it Fly for 50 points. So it flies 12 inches. Worm Tongue. A dragon with this ability can cast a spell using 1 dice without reducing his will store. So you can use more if you want, but you can always use 1 for free. These spells are Transfix on a 3+, Compel on a 4+, and Sap Will on a 4+. And finally, Tough Hide. The skin of the dragon is almost impenetrably dense. His wounds and defense are 9 rather than 7.
That's a big difference.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. So typically you see 2 builds on a dragon. You see Fly and Tough Hide to make him just a real tank to smash into stuff, or Fly and Breathe Fire.
Well, okay. You would say always take Fly.
Yes, yeah. You should always take Fly.
Always take Fly.
Otherwise, you're moving 6 inches along each time, and you'll be outrunning out. Heroic moved.
So we're usually seeing the dragon sort of around 350 points once a build.
Yes, yeah.
Now a really interesting model as well, and it's one of your favourites that you painted. Is that right? You painted
I've painted it recently, and I've really enjoyed painting it. Yeah.
I really enjoyed painting it. It's that old metal dragon. Now these go for quite a bit, don't they?
They do, yeah.
They go for quite a bit. Can you not get hold of them anyway? Is it a production?
It's a resin model now.
It's a resin model, so it's the metal dragon, which is tough to get hold of.
Yeah.
No, we do see these guys dotted around at the odd tournament.
Yeah. 350 point tournament. James Braun's at 1, and he came 4th.
Wow.
Did very well with it. He had Fly and Breathe Fire.
Fly and Breathe Fire. Yeah, Breathe Fire is pretty nasty, isn't it?
Especially at that low points level.
Yeah.
You just kill all the troops. And
well, the fact that it's within 3 inches.
2 inches.
2 inches?
For this one, yeah.
Oh, is it Smaug?
Smaug's 3 inches.
3 inches.
Yeah, Smaug needs a boost.
Wow.
Obviously.
Smaug's rubbish.
Yeah, so that's the dragon. He's good. I like him.
Yeah, you like him.
I rate him high.
Yeah, and when we were talking about the Smaug, like what was Smaug going to be, what kind of profile, you said, well, just a boosted dragon.
A dragon with all the upgrades, which, lo and behold, he's a dragon with all the upgrades.
But other stuff as well.
With extra rules to make him even better.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Sir Francis Drake, the Cave Drake.
The Cave Drake. Nasty looking model.
Well, Cave Drake, it's not the Cave Drake.
It's a really weird model, isn't it?
It is.
Very,
it's cool.
it's very cool.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Not something that we'd seen in...
any of our videos, I don't think.
No, I don't think we've seen the Cave Drake in any of the videos. And not something that we've seen... It's not in the movies or...
No, it's a Games Workshop made up thing.
It's a Games Workshop. And they obviously enjoyed doing the Moria.
Yeah.
Moria, part of the
They did.
source books.
I've seen these a couple of times. They're actually quite scary. They're relatively cheap. They're 175.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap.
For a monster. He's fight 6 with a 5+ shoot value, strength 7, defense 7, 3 attacks, 6 wounds, courage 4, 1 might, 3 will, 1 fate.
Interesting profile.
He's not a shaman.
It's a shaman profile.
Yeah, it's a combat-y shaman.
It's a combat shaman.
He's resistant to magic and has terror. And he's got a special rule, Cornered Beast. which is nasty. So cave drakes are accustomed to fighting within narrow dark caverns as the fluff. If a cave drake is defeated in a fight, check to see if it's trapped, and so cannot back away the full 1 inch. If this is not the if this is the case, so if he's trapped, roll to win the cave drake as normal. If it's not slain by the strikes, all models, both friend and foe, within 1 inch of the cave drake suffer a strength 4 hit. So trapping him with just, you know, like 3 guys to try and boost your wounds is actually a bit of a risk.
Yeah.
Because he'll probably kill you if he wins, and he's got a chance to kill you if he doesn't win.
Yeah, nasty stuff.
And obviously if you really go for him and don't manage it,
yeah,
you're going to get a lot of guys probably killed.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got Draconic Charge. If a cave drake charges into a combat, it knocks enemy models to the ground in the same way a monstrous mount does, just like a dragon.
Just like the dragon.
Yep. He's swift and lithe. The cave drake is incredibly agile and can move through difficult terrain of any sort without penalty.
That's
he
handy.
moves 8 inches.
Very handy.
So, pretty good. And Gaping Maw is sort of the original brutal power attack idea. So, if a cave drake wins a fight, it can either strike as normal or attempt to swallow a single man-sized or smaller model in the same fight. If the cave drake chooses to swallow a model, make a single to wound roll against the target. If successful, he's gobbled up and very dead. Fate rolls can be made as usual.
Wow. That is nasty.
Yeah.
That is very, very nasty. So I guess that's a bit of a hero.
Yeah, when they're out of fate.
When they're out of fate.
Yeah.
Got the wounds.
Go eat them.
Go and eat them.
Yeah.
Go and eat them. Now, you said that we see a few of these dotted around.
Yes, yeah, I've seen a couple. I think it was 2 of them at 2 of them at Scotland in one army. I've seen Jay Clare use them quite a lot at the old grand tournaments, and they appear every so often.
Yeah, we tend to see a few of these on whip threads as well on the forums and popping up on the Facebook every now and again. People doing some very different kind of paint schemes. It's a weird one, isn't it? On the base, it's got eggs and it's got like a little mini cave drake.
Yeah, you tend to see the mini cave drake and the eggs as objective markers that the mother's going after.
Yeah. Nasty, nasty, nasty stuff. Very interesting profile. Independent hero. It's worth mentioning, and is a monster. It is just under half the points, isn't it, of the Balrog?
Yeah.
Much more worth it. You'd rather have 2 of these than
a Balrog.
A Balrog. And then we come to something that we have seen in the movies, and of course we all know from the books. Independent hero, Kraken, monster. It's the Watcher in the Water. Watcher in the Water. Now the Watcher in the Water is same number of points as a dragon, 250. It can only move 4 inches. On this, it's 5 value 6, 3 plus shoot value, strength 6, defense 6, 6 attacks, 6 wounds, courage 2, 1 might, 5 will, 1 fate.
It's a wizard.
Very interesting stat line. Lots of 6s. He's resistant to magic and he causes terror. And he has quite a lot of special rules, which I guess is where he becomes massively worth it. So he's got From the Deep. When you deploy your army, do not place the Watcher of the Water on the board. Instead, keep it to one side, ready for later use in the game. At the start of each turn, before rolling for priority, announce if you would like the Watcher to arrive, then roll a d6. On the score of a 3+, it is ready to enter play. Once you've declared that you would like the Watcher to arrive, you must roll at the start of each turn thereafter until it is available. Okay. So basically, it's like it always acts as a reserve almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the way it enters into the game, if you continue reading the rule, is really nice.
So when the Watcher is ready to enter play, immediately place it anywhere on the battlefield. It can displace models. Move any displaced miniatures by the shortest possible distance so they are at least 1 inch away from the Watcher, or as close as space will allow. In this situation, players take it in turns to reposition his own displaced models, with the player that controls the Watcher in the water going first. This may create some strange situations, but represents the Watcher bursting up from below the ground and scattering warriors, friend and foe alike, with its shocking arrival and incredible bulk. The Watcher cannot charge in the turn that it arrives. So literally you can just pop up in the battlefield and completely destroy a battle line.
Yeah.
Like in terms of just dispersing it.
Yeah. But the really nice thing is you pop it up just before you're about to clash with your lines. In the middle of their line, the front line has to go that side of him, the spears go to the other side of him.
Wow.
And suddenly you've got your front line against their, well, your spear wall against their shield wall, and their spears are 1 turn away.
Yeah, nasty stuff. Nasty stuff. Now he also has tentacles, which is in the shoot phase, the Watcher can make d6 shooting attacks. So those are his tentacles. This is where the 3+ comes in. Okay, these have a range of 6 inches, a strength of 3, and never require in-the-way rolls. Any model hit by a tentacle but not slain is dragged into base contact with a Watcher by the shortest route, even over the heads of other models. Models moved in this way do not count as having charged. If there is no space for the model to fit into combat with a Watcher, it is not moved at all. The Watcher can make these special attacks even if it is in base contact with an enemy. So basically, 6 shots at strength 3.
Yep.
The things it doesn't
D6
kill.
shots, yep. Pull into combat.
Wow.
So, it's like, hello shaman. No.
Yep.
Yeah.
And does it have to be different targets, or can they all target the same?
Keep that the same one. It's a shooting attacks.
Yep.
You can even shoot the guy he's in combat with.
Well, okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. We see this used to effect. People bring.
Yeah, Owen brought Watcher in the Water and a dragon with Tough Hide and Fly to the
Throne of Skulls.
Skulls. Did very well with it.
Yeah.
But it's sort of things like wizards who are cowering away. Come here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nasty.
And he's got an extension here which says many tentacles. As the Watcher in the Water is wounded, it becomes less menacing. Each time the Watcher loses a wound, it also loses attack. Now that's a very fluffy, very fluffy.
Chopping his tentacles off.
Exactly. So it loses a wound, it loses an attack, and of course it starts off with 6. It's representing the tentacles. It also has the Harbinger of Evil, so -1 to courage, and it's also got Water Dweller. The Watcher in the Water is not slowed when entering a water feature, and always counts as having rolled a 6 on the swimming chart. Additionally, it doubles its movement while it is wholly within a water feature.
Very light to come on.
That's very, very, very situational. Do we see many Watchers out there?
No.
We don't. It's a pretty rare model. There's a couple of...
Still available.
Is it still available?
I think so.
Yeah?
It's just not really popular. If you look at its model, it's sort of like a arachnid. No, it's
yes.
like that to get him onto the table and not just be seen.
I've seen quite a few conversions of this guy. A lot of conversions where his legs, effectively, this bit here is definitely sort of Games Workshop kind of creation, isn't it? Where his legs are taken off and he's
Cuts
actually...
off and he's in a water base.
And he's in a...
Owen did that. Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, I think if I was going to have one, I would do that. I've also seen a really cool version where it's literally just the head coming out. I don't know if you've seen that, sort of the gaping head coming out, and it's more to scale with the miniatures. Really, really cool. Now, we've done a couple of unboxings, haven't we? I think we did an unboxing, Damien and I did an unboxing of the Watcher.
Yep, and we did one of the tentacles.
We did one of the tentacles, because that was an original thing for a scenario, wasn't it?
Yeah, 6 minute ones, which will be coming into a Lord of the Rings campaign. It's back rep to you soon.
Yes, the Watcher in the Water. So that will bring us on to our final one, and one that Jamie clearly wants to talk about. It is...
The Spider Queen.
Ooh!
Yay! Spider Queen.
The Spider Queen.
The Spider Queen.
Or a Spider Queen.
It's a named hero. The Spider Queen. Giant spider monster. Movement 10, fight 6 with a 6+ shoot value. Strength 6, defense 4, 2 attacks, 3 wounds, courage 4, 2 might, 3 will, 0 fate. Independent hero. It causes terror. Has a special rule movement. Spider Queens move at full speed over any type of difficult terrain, ignore obstacles except for water, and gaps and jumps and things.
Yeah.
Has venom. The Spider Queen must reroll any failed to wound rolls. Pounce. In the turn which a Spider Queen charges a model on foot or a cavalry model, she receives the extra attack and knocks the ground rule exactly as if she were a monstrous mount. And progeny. During any point in her move, the Spider Queen can expend a point of will to put a Broodling into play anywhere, and charge. Broodlings may charge on the turn they're summoned. She may summon multiple Broodlings in a single turn, provided she has sufficient will remaining. Broodlings are not counted when working out if a force is broken. So they're free models to kill.
Yeah, then they're nasty little things from experience.
They're fight 2, strength 3, defense 3, 1 attack, 1 wound, courage 2.
They're really annoying.
It's more just an annoyance than anything, isn't it?
They're really annoying.
Because typically, she'll charge into something, spit her Broodlings out, and they'll charge the other stuff so that she can't be counter-charged as easily.
Or even do it because it's 3 inches to charge something and pop up and trap.
Yeah, yeah.
And pop up and trap, which is a pain. I seem to remember a game versus David Alexander where he did this. I was very lucky with Fatima. Pulled through on that one. Now, Spider Queen. It has to be FAQ because people used to take a few of these, didn't they?
Yes, yeah, they used to be cheaper than they are. They're 115 points now. They used to be 75.
Wow.
Which is, if you remember, the Wild Chieftain is also 75.
Yeah.
You can take her or a Wild Chieftain, you take multiples of her.
Yeah, of course you do.
So yeah,
Of course you do. And it's the...
she's pretty nasty.
I guess that Pounce.
Pounce and Venom. So she charges in, has 3 attacks,
Yeah.
knocks you down, has 6 dice,
Yeah.
strength 6, so most likely 4s or 5s,
Yeah.
and then she has to re-roll them. So essentially it's 12 dice to try and wound you 6 times.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
Nasty.
Yeah, she's a bit of a glass hammer, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She has to get the charge off, and she can be shot down easily without a feint.
yeah, because she's only defence 4. But we do see quite a lot of these out there. You have one.
Mm-hmm.
You have one. Almost a definite inclusion in a lot of sort of Moria and Angmar.
Yeah, yes. You say Mario and Angmar.
Mario. Moria and Angmar.
Again, her with Drew's egg
becomes nasty.
becomes horrible. So she becomes fight 9, strength 9, 5 attacks, 6 on the charge. When knocked down, that's 12 dice, needing probably 3s to wound, re-rolling.
Yeah.
She'll kill anything when she's enraged and charges.
Yeah, she's very, 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 very nasty. Not a big fan of the model though.
No, it's a rubbish spider
It's a
model.
weird, rubbishy spider model, isn't it?
Games Workshop haven't done a very good job of her in this picture.
No.
There's a lot of conversions out there where because these legs are
She looks more like a. She looks like if you've got a microscope,
a crab.
looking at like a tick.
Yeah.
She looks like a tick or something like that.
In your Moria and Angmar book or on the website, you got to check this out. But her front sort of legs here, at the bottom, they're connected together.
Right.
A lot of players have cut these apart and then bent them so you can reposition them so she looks like a spider
Yeah.
rather than some sort of 4-legged beast.
Yeah. Even then, she's not got a particularly menacing looking face. The body's very weird, isn't it?
Right, I should kill you though.
I've killed many a spider queen in my time. Many a spider queen. So yeah, those are the monsters, and we do tend to see a few of them out there dotted around.
Definitely the Spider Queen, definitely the Cave Drake. Dragon, you get the odd 1 or 2, and very rarely the Balrog.
Very rarely the Balrog, as not as effective. So that brings us towards the end of looking at the monster heroes, the monstrous heroes from the Moria part of the source book there. So we will be back looking at the warriors next. Make sure as always that you comment, like, share and subscribe.
Support your hobby, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
And as always team, happy strategy battle gaming.